Hey guys, press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Pinkvilla.
Hi, this is Parvathy and you're watching me on Pinkvilla, and today I'm going to share with you how I try to stay fit and healthy. No, I'm not one of those blessed souls, but I am one of those blessed souls who gets enough food in life. It's not consistent, sadly, but whenever possible, I do start my day by drinking warm water. And most of the days these days, let's just say a few months now, I've been continuously meditating. So that's mind, body, soul connection happening first thing in the morning. Yeah, this is fun talking about food. So I eat basically desi khana. For me, I cannot do too much bread. I can't do too much pastas and cannellonis and stuff. Once in a while, it's fine, but it's usually idlis and dosas, and I'm from the south, so obviously that. Or the best that I like is poha. Poha is really a quick fix for me, and I love cooking my own food. I don't dig hotel food at all, and that's just a recent phenomenon. And rice is my staple. I'm again from down south, so more than rotis, I'm somebody who just eats with her hands and just squish and make little yummy balls, and like just love having sambar and a lot of I'm a vegetarian. Right now I used to be a vegan, but vegetarian because of traveling concerns. Most of the time you can't quite ditch the dairy products when you're traveling. So I try to be a vegan when I'm back. So most of the Kerala food, you have coconut based stuff like coconut milk or coconut cream. So I'm healthier when I'm back home in Kerala. So whenever I travel in northern parts of India, it's usually parathas and gobi parathas and mooli parathas and poha. And yeah, I try not having too much masala chai. Just those are my basic things. But mostly, I don't get attracted to anything that's not desi. I try having it by around 8:30, but doesn't happen when I'm on a location or at promotional events. It doesn't happen. So even if I have my dinner at, let's say, 1:30 in the morning, like I'm talking past midnight, I try not sleeping for another hour. That's one thing I make sure. I can't just immediately crash. My body immediately goes into shock, and in the next morning I kind of pay the price for it. I am a struggling early riser. I prefer being nocturnal, to be very honest, but that can only be done when I'm home and I don't have work for, let's say, a month or 2 months, which is the kind of mandatory break I do take most of the time after a movie is done. And that's the time I like staying up till like 3 in the morning. But that's again not a daily thing that I do. I do it once in a while, especially if I have sleepover with a friend or something. But otherwise, I do like my mornings to be at 4 or 5 in the morning, which is the best time. The world stays out. From 4 to about 8, my phone stays away, and I can be whatever I want. Rice, sambar, made by mom. Mornings, anytime. So when I'm back home and when I have my trainer, I make sure that I get a trainer, because otherwise I won't work out the way I do work out. I do get my workouts done from either 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 in the morning. So it's done and over with, so I don't have to worry about getting that in. Also, I don't quite like the idea of being sweaty and during the daytime. I do not dig cardio. I'm not a person who likes running on a treadmill. If I'm put on a road, I would love to go running. It just makes me feel like Phoebe Buffet, I run like her. I just love it. But if I'm in a gym, I always go for my trainer, because I hate doing machines alone or free weights or functional training alone. When my trainer tells me what muscles work for which circuit, I really feel like my body changes well and I understand better. And I love the feeling of getting stronger and stronger when he gives me more weights, like more difficult things. I love it. I swear a lot. I scream a lot in the gym. I like it. And the reason I put it on Instagram stories, it's only recently that I started doing it, is because it was motivational for me. Like from time to time during the day, when I feel really low, I go back and check my own stories. So it's not really to motivate other people or to show off. But then I realized, why not? It's my account, so just sort of started spamming my feed a lot. And when I do travel, I always travel with my yoga mat now. So I do Surya Namaskar and my basic pranayam and stuff. A week, I try to get at least 4 days minimum. If I am home and if my workload is not too much, like today I didn't get to work out, so I feel pretty bloated and like blah and like a flubber. But I don't really beat myself up about it. I just try to get myself moving at least four days a week, and it doesn't have to be consecutive. It can be, but I think my body and mind has now come to a space of not being stuck to a certain body image which we are fed by the industry and by basically anything around you, anything that you consume visually and intellectually, you've been fed that. And I've gone through my period of eating disorders and depression myself. And it's only now that I've really started loving, like literally obnoxious loving my body. So I don't beat myself up about it. Even if I go without workout a week, I just get back to it without making much fuss about it, without really going into a negative zone. So four times a week for sure. Well, I don't eat meat. I mean, it's the best thing that I've done for my body is to stop having any kinds of non-vegetarian. I'm not going to comment a lot about it because I don't want to seem judgmental, but whatever you do get these days, it's all just filled with hormones and whatnot, steroids and whatnot. So I would rather stay away from that and try and have healthy, organically produced vegetables. Again, not completely under my control. When I travel, you have to eat from hotels and God knows what's mixed, like all kinds of soda and whatever. So food is been always, I work out so that I can eat whatever I want. I don't know what healthy munchies are. Whatever I eat, I feel like so my trainer says this thing to me is that even if you had like, let's say a banana fry, parampuri as we call it, my favorite snacks ever down south is parampuri, or let's say French fries or something else. He says if you're eating it, don't eat it with guilt, enjoy and eat so that it'll burn itself. Don't worry about it. So I go to town with my food. So snacks, I would say if I have to eat would be banana chips that is specifically made in my hometown Calicut. It's like this wafer thin deep fried banana chips. I think a little bit of alcohol doesn't do much harm as long as you sort of limit yourself. I don't really enjoy drinking alone. I only socially drink, especially even if I'm with a friend, if it's a sleepover, maybe we might have. But my favorite is single malt neat. Something called keto diet, ketones, where you keep eating a lot of protein and fat and just cut out carbohydrates. Like carbs is life. I love carbs. I will not let go of rice again in my life at all. I think it just really pushed me into depression. And I'm not even kidding, I'm being very serious. Can't play with food. This is a recent discovery. I read up and I know that I had this habit of being online and watching these motivational videos so much that I don't do anything. I feel like I worked out after having watched 10 motivational videos. So after that I go to sleep or binge eat curd rice or paneer tikka or something like that. But somewhere I started sort of pretending that no, since I'm watching these motivational videos, kuch ho jayega. But it's after watching Mel Robbins' idea of the 5-second rule that motivation is actually a lot of crap. You don't have to wait for motivation to come to you to actually go work out. So that's why I started doing things like 5 to 6 in the morning. So if I have to work out 5 to 6, I have to wake up at 4. So that means when the alarm goes off, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get off the bed. Okay, now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, brush your teeth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wear your socks. So all that matters is what I'm doing at that moment. So I started not depending on motivation much. I think motivation has not helped me ever. So mental, physical challenge for sure. It's especially difficult when you get back to working out on a regular basis after taking a break for whatever reason it is. You start realizing how your body has sort of weakened. And I have always felt too bad and I've sort of beaten myself up about it. There are times I would do workouts and I end up vomiting because my body is not able to take it, but my mind is ready. So I think the best way is, again, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule and the fact that you got to love yourself. I'm not kidding, there are times my wrists are really weak, so there are times I hold my wrist close to my heart and say, it's okay, you did your best. And I couldn't do like 1 push-up and I can do like 25 now. That's only because of what I have fed my body and my mind, is that I love it. I love it no matter what it can do for me. It stood by me and I'm going to stand by it. It's a very vicious circle, so there is no way I can, even I'm battling it right now. So I can just tell you that there is no short one advice that I can give you. It's just that your happiness and your peace of mind matters the most, so be selfish about it. do not expose yourself to people who constantly tell you this, because you can get into a zone of being comfortable in that environment. I was comfortable in a certain environment where people kept sort of degrading themselves. It's like, I'm so fat, yeah, you know, I just don't like my body, you know. I was so stuck in that sort of a team, like a group of people. And I sort of ruthlessly plucked myself out of there. I was like, not you guys anymore. I'm sorry, you guys seem happy in your space, but I think I need to get myself away. And I started hanging out with people who didn't ever degrade themselves in their own head. So I started changing the conversations in my head. And one of the best things my therapist told me was, if you have to choose your eating partner like you choose your partner for life. You cannot go eat food, which is such a divine thing. You're feeding yourself, with somebody who would look at your plate and judge what you're eating. So I usually eat alone these days. And if I eat with somebody, I make sure that it's somebody who's not going to look at my plate and like, oh, so you're having 3 chapatis? So like, I'm like, just F off. I don't need you to eat with me. It's a beautiful process of just being comfortable and feeding your soul and your body. And I choose people with whom I eat very, very carefully. So start from there maybe. I hope whatever I shared about my journey in being fit and healthy connects with you, resonates with you, and just know that being an actor or being a model or being a public personality does not make you safe from any of these battles. We are all going through the same things. So I wouldn't quite say that just follow my advice and tips. I would say find your own peace of mind, find your own space of happiness, and each one will find their own formula to get working or get happy in a world which is just stuffing us with all these ideas of who we should be. So all the best for that. And yeah, I would love it if you would go and watch my movie that's coming out on the 10th of November. It's called Qarib Qarib Singlle, and we've done a very honest job in setting a very romantic story for you. So have fun. For more videos like this, like, subscribe and share Pinkvilla.